recognized symbol of excellence for your entertainment.
I can't hear anybody that sounds like us.
I don't hear that much Aerosmith as other people do. Aerosmith to me is really definitive.
Hello, St. Louis!
That's Springfield, Stephen.
Oh, yeah, right.
Aerosmith are here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aerosmith!
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 Aerosmith! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! You're worthy, you're worthy. Get up.
Welcome to Machino Music, the show that puts the music in Machino Music, with your host, me, Brett Strong. Today on Machino Music, it's Aerosmith album ranking. Walk this way. Good afternoon, everybody. Aerosmith album ranking. Been wanting to do this one for a long time. Actually, the last Aerosmith show we did here, that was supposed to be the album ranking. Then sort of became more of a discussion. And then over Christmas, I finished my Aerosmith collection. Yeah. So I can finally do the ranking. Got a lot of albums to get through here. So let's just get right to it. Alright, starting at the bottom, from 2012, Music from Another Dimension. This is the last album we got from them. We might get something new. I mean, they did that guy Youngblood, who's kind of like the new thing. Everybody's talking about this guy. He's kind of the new hot thing. But yeah, they did that EP, which is like I think a couple, like few new songs. I don't know if it'll turn into a whole album. Excuse me, I picked something on the table there. Yeah, but, yeah, I don't know if that will turn into anything more, but so far this is the last full studio album we got from Aerosmith, and you know, it's okay, you know, it's, you know, I mean, love Triple X kicking it off, not a bad opening track. They got a duet with Carrie Underwood on here, Can't Stop Loving You. But yeah, it's just, it's not great. Freedom Fighter is probably the best song on the album. Joe Perry sings that one, I believe. Pretty cool. Yeah. So, yeah, music from another. I like the album art, that kind of like comic book, movie poster kind of thing. Pretty cool. Yeah. Music from Another Dimension. Next up, from 2004, I'm going Honkin' on Bobo. Yeah, actually, you know, I listened to this back. I actually enjoy this a lot more than kind of I remembered. It's it's a covers album, a lot of like blues covers. But, you know, it's actually, you know, not bad, like better than I remembered. I like their version of Baby Please Don't Go, probably my favorite song on this album. Actually, there are a couple new tracks. I think the last two are original songs, so that's cool. There's some original songs on it, not just all covers album. But I really like their version of Baby Please Don't Go. So many hard rock bands, metal bands have done that song. AC/DC did a version. Budgie did a version. But I think I might like Aerosmith. I mean, it's really good. Yeah, not bad. I mean, for what it is. Honkin' on Bobo. So yeah, Honkin' on Bobo, that's where I'm ranking that one. Bit surprised. I thought I was going to have this one at the bottom, but at the very bottom. But yeah, listening to it again, it's actually, it's okay. It's okay for what it is. Honkin' on Bobo. Next up, I'm going from 1997, 9 Lives. This one really, it's the two songs. There's a couple other good deep cuts on here, but really the hit songs, Fallen in Love is Hard on the Knees and Pink. Those are great songs. Like, they were like all over here in Canada, Much Music. They were the big hits. I used to see the video, especially for Fallen in Love is Hard on the Knees, like all the time. That was like one I was looking forward to seeing. It was just, that was a big song. That was like kind of like kind of a comeback a bit for Aerosmith at the time and the 90s. Because that was my era of Aerosmith. That's when I came into the band, was like the 90s. Kind of the Wayne's World era of Aerosmith. And we can go into debates of like what era is best, whatever, you know. But I mean, just if you love this band, you love the band. I just love pretty well everything they put out. But this album, yeah, it's those two songs that put this one for me. I mean, I just fall in love with Harmonies and Pink. So they're good. As I said, some good deep cuts on here, but really, those two songs, yeah, are pretty fun. So, yeah, 9 Lives. This is not the original cover. There's actually another cover. Kind of like this one, but I don't know. Alright, from 2001, I'm going Just Push Play. Listen to this one again. There's another one I kind of remember being better than I remember. Like, I don't, like, because when this first came out in 2001, and I remember the commercials, because these were commercials for albums. That used to be a thing. They used to advertise albums the way they advertise movies. So yeah, there was like a commercial saying, "Hey, the new Aerosmith album," and "Just Push Play" was the title track was playing on that commercial. I remember I liked the title track, really good. Also, the opening track, "Beyond Beautiful," is pretty cool. But the song I forgot on that was like a great tune is "Jaded." What a great song! This is kind of like the era, like started in the 80s, like Aerosmith bringing in outside writers, like whatever, like that became a thing. It's more of a thing now. Like they have outside writers. You have to have a hit, and it kind of started in the 80s with this whole thing of almost like they didn't trust the bands and the artists to just keep writing their own songs because they can take forever. Especially a band like Aerosmith that's doing a lot of drugs at the time, like in the 70s, clean up their act. Like, hey, you gonna procrastinate, or are we gonna pump this sucker out? So they started bringing in extra writers just to speed up the process. But it just happens. It's kind of worse now, but it's nothing you really do. But still, if you're producing a great song, and "Jaded" is one of those just like, wow, what a great song. I forgot about that one. It was a big hit. Used to hear it around the time. And so good. Forgot how good that one was. Love Lies, not bad. Just had a big wad of phlegm in my mouth there. Yeah. It's gross. I could have spit it out on the table, but that would have been too gross. But, yeah. Out of Your Head, not bad. Drop Dead Gorgeous. Yeah, better album than I remember. So, Just Push Play. Alright, next, from 1973, how about the debut? Yeah, this is, like, apparently this one ranks where it does, mainly because of Dream On. That's really the best song on this album. I mean, this is they were, like, featuring Dream On. This is an early, I think it's probably, like, I don't know when I got the CD years ago, probably, like, in maybe the late 90s, at a thrift store. But this is, like, an early CD version. But, like, really, for me, I always found this album sounded like all of the budget went into making Dream On sound fantastic. That was a big spit I just did right there. But, like, all the budget went to make Dream On sound like, okay, this is definitely the single. And everything else kind of like, Like, again, this is the only copy I haven't heard, like, a remastered version, at least in a while. Because I went back and listened to these. I listened to, my CD copy. But, yeah, it's just, I find maybe it's just really kind of flat sounding. Mama Kin was kind of a hit, like kind of a good deep cut from this. Guns N' Roses famously did a cover of it. Also, One Way Street, good deep cut. Probably my favorite song on the album outside of Dream On. Moving Out, Make It kicking off, not a bad opening track. But yeah, it's kind of, I feel like really just, it's like a one song album. Dream On kind of ranks where it does because how legendary it is. All right, next up from 1979, I'm going to go Night in the Ruts. Really, this one makes a lot because, like, Bone to Bone, Coney Island, Whitefish Boy. That song is amazing. That song is so awesome. This is 1979. This is the last album of, like, the Toxic Twins, Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, the big drug era of the band, where, you know, people thought they were just the best when they were, like, screwed up. Like, okay, yeah, I guess there's some truth to that, because some great stuff on here, and definitely Bone to Bone, Coney Island, Whitefish Boy. I mean, that's like that song is incredible. Like, only Aerosmith could do that song. Got a bit of, I always felt it kind of had a bit of a disco groove to it because it's 1979, but it's just got a great heavy riff. It's funky, it's heavy, it's so cool. What a great song. Some other great classics on Chiquita is pretty cool. No Surprise kicking it off, not bad. Remember Walking in the Sand, their cover, I believe that was the Shangri-Las, who did the original. Yeah, kind of a weird cover, but Aerosmith makes it work. They somehow make it work. And I like their version of that too. But really, this one ranks where it does because of Bone to Bone, Coney Island, Whitefish Boy. Yeah. Some people say this is the last truly great Aerosmith album. I guess of the 70s, sure. But this is my ranking. It's how I like these albums. If you like them differently, that's perfectly okay, that's cool. You want to put Night in the Ruts, Night in the Ruts, Night in the Ruts higher up, you do that. You do that. This is my ranking. All right, next I'm going from 1982, Rockin' a Hard Place. Yeah, this one, again, another one of my favorite Aerosmith songs. Maybe that's why this one ranks a little higher than Night in the Ruts. Bolivian Ragamuffin. I love that song. Again, a song that only Aerosmith can do. Only Steven Tyler can sing that song. Has the Burger King jingle. He has his variation on the Burger King jingle. So stupid, so silly. Bolivia, I love the title Bolivian Ragamuffin. It's just like, yeah, only Aerosmith. And this is like they were straight on this album. They're trying to clean up their act. Joe Perry does not appear on this album. Of course, it's Jimmy Crespo on guitar. So, I mean, it's a different group. But there's some other great tunes on here. I like the title track, Rockin' a Hard Place, Cheshire Cat. Jig Is Up is cool. Lightning Strikes is cool. Yeah. It's a not bad album. Rockin' a Hard Place. I'm ranking that one. Alright, next I'm going for 1987. Permanent Vacation. This was sort of like the big comeback album. This was right after they did the collaboration with Run DMC. Run DMC doing their cover of Walk This Way, turning into a hip-hop song, because it kind of works as one. And then, you know, bringing in Aerosmith, that was a big... And this is the album that resulted in that. They're Clean and Sober. And this is like when they start bringing in the Outside Riders. People are like, I kind of don't like this. But still, this is still a great record. Great record. I mean, Dude Looks Like a Lady was the sort of the big massive hit. I mean, I like that song. I kind of don't need to hear it anymore. But I still like it for what it is. Apparently written about Vince Neil of Motley Crue. That's kind of the legend, as legend has it. But yeah, it's a fun song. It's kind of like, you know, don't need to hear it much anymore. Ragdoll I really like. That's like kind of the big hit off of here that I still do like hearing. Angel, the ballad, that's a great ballad. That is a great ballad. I really like Angel. Sort of deep cuts, Heart's Done Time. Kicking it off. Really good. Hangman Jury. Girl Keeps Coming Apart. The title track is cool. The movie is cool. Yeah. I think it's like, you know, for the kicking off this era, this is a pretty good album. Permanent Vacation. Alright, next up from 1985, I'm going Done with Mirrors. This one I think is just bookended by two fantastic songs. Got the Joe Perry Project song, Let the Music Do the Talking, kicking it off, and then at the very end, although I don't think it was on all versions, I think it was like some copies didn't have this song at the very end, but anyway, Darkness. Darkness is awesome. Steven Tyler doing that kind of like ominous piano thing. Oh, so great. I love Darkness. Like, if I could go back and do my Aerosmith top 10 songs, I'd put Darkness. Like, I've completely forgotten about that song. It's so fantastic. So yeah, this one's bookended by two fantastic songs. But My Fist, Your Face is good. Shame on You, The Reason a Dog. She's on Fire is another really good one. Yeah. This is a really, really cool album. This is kind of like their... Done with Mirrors is kind of like... kind of a play on, you know, we're done with mirrors. We're done with the mirrors that we're cutting our cocaine on. Yeah. And also Done with Mirrors. Oh, this is a version. It's supposed to be like backwards, like it's in a mirror reflection. This version does not have that, I know. But still, really good. I think this was like a good comeback album, kicking off the sober years. And just that bookend by those two great songs. Okay. We're halfway through here. 1974, I'm going Get Your Wings. This is the second album. Starting to figure it out. Okay, here's Aerosmith. Same old song and dance. Great song. Kicking it off. So good. Spaced. Great deep cut. Train Kept a Rollin'. I like their version on that song. Really cool. I saw a Midnight Special clip of them performing that. Really awesome. Seasons of Wither is what puts this one. That's a fantastic deep cut. What a great song. Yeah. Of course, Lord of the Thighs, I have to mention. I mean, again, a song only Steven Tyler can sing. Great sense of humor. That's something I love about Aerosmith, like sense of humor. Just a lot of songs that kind of like really kind of stupid lyrics, but they make it work. Yeah. Really good. This is them really starting to kind of figure it out. Like, this is like, all right, here's where we become Aerosmith. And good sound on this album compared to the debut. All right, from 1977, I'm going Draw the Line. Another play on words. What line are they drawing? Yeah, they draw the line. They're all line drawings on the album cover, but drawing lines is something else too, and the album cover is all white. Yeah, subtlety, you see. But yeah, this one ranks where it's because of the title track alone puts this one up. That is one of my favorite Aerosmith songs. I love that riff. That is that really kind of descending riff. So good. But yeah, some other great tunes on here. Really not a sinker in the bowl on here. I mean, this is really good. Kings and Queens. Fantastic. Really good song. Phone's ringing in another room. I don't have to worry about getting it. Because I'm not going to get it. It's probably nonsense anyway. The Hand That Feeds, Sight for Sore Eyes, Milk Cow Blues, really cool. Get It Up, yeah. Really not a sinker in the bowl on here. This is a really good, just solid rock record. But the title track, really, that song's just so good. One of my favorite Aerosmith songs. All right, next up, from 1993, I'm going to go Get a Grip. Yeah, did I put this one up a bit too high? Of course I did, for some people. But really, you know, again, like I said, this was kind of when I came into the band. These songs were all over the place. You couldn't ignore them. And really, I love so many of these songs. Eat the Rich is so fun. It's really a silly song, but it's fun. It's got funny lyrics. It's got a great riff. Yeah. Joe Perry, riff master. So many great riffs. I love the title track, Get a Grip. That song's really fun. Living on the Edge. I mean, yeah, it's like, that was kind of one of the big hits off of here. Yeah. I think that song now, I think of the season 3 finale of Yellow Jackets. Yeah. If you know, you know. Don't want to be a Stanley spoiler if you haven't been following that series. But yeah, I love Living on the Edge. Of course, the big, huge ballads on here. Crying and Crazy, also amazing, but really Crying and Crazy. Just heard Crying on the radio just the other day. That's kind of where people start like, oh, these sappy ballads. But you know, they were big songs, and they're great songs. Alicia Silverstone at the height of her powers in the music videos. Yeah. Also, Crazy also had Liv Tyler, Steven Tyler's daughter, in there too. Get some ASMR of me scratching my head. Alright. Also, one of my favorite Aerosmith songs on here too, Line Up. Love that song. Famously used in Ace Ventura Pet Detective. That's where I first really heard that song. Fluff flying all over the place. That's where I first really heard that song, and I just love it. I love Line Up. Shut Up and Dance is fun. Yeah, this is just a fun album. I know I rank it a bit too high probably, but you know, again, this is where I came in with the band, and yeah, I really like Get a Grip, and of course this was very controversial. A nipple piercing on the cow's udder. How dare they? It's a joke. Relax. Alright. From 1976, I'm going Rocks. This is just... Some people tell you this is the best Aerosmith. Actually, the first person I ever heard, a friend of mine in college, said this is the best Aerosmith album. And you know what? Can't disagree with that. I mean, really, there's so many great tunes on here. Not a sinker in the bowl. Just a great rock record. I mean, the Back in the Saddle kicking it off. Classic, one of the great hard rock, heavy metal songs. So fantastic. Last Child is great. Rats in the Cellar, an early influence on thrash metal, you could say. I mean, that's a pretty heavy tune. Combination is one of my favorite Aerosmith songs. Great deep cut. Just a great riff on that. Kind of slow, so good. Sick as a Dog, Nobody's Fault, Get the Lead Out, Licking a Promise, Home Tonight. Yeah. That's the whole record. This really is a great album. Yeah. Could almost be my number one, but I mean, it's just fantastic. But we're in the top two, everybody. All right, top two. And I'm going Toys in the Attic. Why this one ranks for me, Toys, is really, again, like, Walk This Way and Sweet Emotion. Those, I think, are like, if you tied me to a chair and threatened me with violence and said, what do you think is the greatest heavy metal / hard rock, song ever written, I would say Walk This Way. That, I think, is the best hard rock / heavy metal song like ever written. It's got a great drum groove. It's got a fantastic riff. I mean, this is what really made, like, okay, Joe Perry is the riff master. I mean, this guy has so many fantastic riffs. And it's got ridiculous, like, innuendo lyrics. It's just got everything. It is such a great song. So yeah, Walk This Way, I mean, really. And Sweet Emotion. Sweet Emotion, I never get tired of that song. So fantastic. That became a hit again in the 90s because it was just, like, it's such a great song. It still holds up. It's fantastic. Love Sweet Emotion. Some of the great songs I hear. Love the title track, Toys in the Attic. No More, No More. Don't really need big 10-inch record, but I mean, it's fine. I guess kind of fun for what it is. It's so stupid. But yeah. It's just, I mean, it's just a fantastic record. Mainly, like, again, Walk This Way and Sweet Emotion. But my number one! I know you're saying, what the hell is wrong with you? But yeah, Pump is my number one, my favorite Aerosmith album. Again, remember, this is kind of when I came into the band. It's kind of the Wayne's World era of Aerosmith. And yeah, I just love... I mean, yeah, I love Janie's Got a Gun. I mean, that song. But that was one of the first Aerosmith songs I heard. I really like it. I love Steve Tyler's vocals on it. It's so good. But really, this one kind of is my favorite too. It's just like I can listen to this album. I think it's like really not a sinker in the bowl on this one. It's just a great listen all the way through. But it also has my favorite Aerosmith song, the song "Monkey on My Back." I love that song. Now I know it's about kicking a drug addiction. Got to get that monkey off my back. But this song, it's like been there for me like times like where I've been like doing a task. I remember like I was trying to cast a movie, my last movie. That it was like I'm having a hard time finding actors and things, and I'm just listening to that song thinking I gotta get this monkey off my back. It was a monkey on my back trying to find the actor, so it just kind of resonates with me. So yeah, I just really like that song. It's just so much fun. I love how his monkey sounds on it. It's so silly. It's got a sense of humor. And that's what I love. This album has a real sense of humor to it. Love in an Elevator, such a goofy song, but it's fun. I really like that song. The Other Side is great. Voodoo Medicine Man, what a great deep cut. That is a fantastic, heavy song. Really cool. What It Takes, closing it out. Yeah, I could listen to this album top to bottom and just really have a good time with it. I think it's just, always kind of been my favorite Aerosmith album, but just for, I mean, that top three, Rocks, Toys in the Attic, and Pump, for me, I mean, those are the ones I can just go back to the most, and also Draw the Line. I mean, some of these albums, it really, there's something to enjoy in all these Aerosmith albums. Just one of those bands, a gateway band. They get you into heavier music. They're like AC/DC, they're like Kiss, they're in there. Like they get you into like heavier music. They're just, one of my all-time favorite bands. Very controversial band too. I mean, we got some stuff that, could be going on legally, but we don't deal into that here. Let's just celebrate the band. We could be getting something new from them. We don't know. Yeah. Definitely not going to tour because Steven Tyler, I don't think, can tour, but we could get a new album. Nothing's stopping that. That'd be pretty cool. And maybe do like a few appearances here and there like he did at the Black Sabbath final concert. Surprise everybody. That was like, wow, hey, look, Steven Tyler's here. And he's like 77 years old. Wow. So, love Aerosmith, one of my all-time favorite bands. And again, this is how I like these albums. If you like them differently, that's perfectly okay. That's cool. And if you're an Aerosmith fan, I hope you enjoyed this. That's it for this week. Until we meet again, this is Brett Strong saying good journey.